UAD just added a brand new AMPSIM to their ever-growing collection. And this entry, it's coming in hot in a very, very, very competitive field. I'm talking about the Woodrow 55 by Universal Audio. Let's go check it out together. I'm Jorge Lanza, and now we break it down, baby. Alright, my friend, thank you so much for being here once again in another video. And like I said in the intro, this is a very, very competitive field because Universal Audio is trying again to make a Tweed. But now technology has moved on way further than it was whenever they dropped that one. I don't know, maybe like 10, 15 years ago. I don't even know. And I'm gonna admit it right here for a little while.
That was my favorite Tweed amp.
I would use it on drums, vocals, delays. I don't know, I just felt like the way they captured the input responses and the captures of those microphones, for some reason, in my opinion, it sounded way more natural than whatever was like
at that point.
But that's not here nor there. Nowadays, we have really amazing AMPSIMs that are doing a fantastic job at recreating a Tweed. And maybe I should do a little bit of a tour of all the Tweed amps that there are. But I know for a fact that the mixed wave one has to be amazing just because these guys are making incredible work with whatever they touch. And then Neural DSP has the Morgan collection and the Imperial, which have like some take on one of these amps, and they all sound really, really good. But
I'm getting a little bit sidetracked.
Let's stop the talking, get to the rocking, and grab a guitar. Today we're going to be using my Fender American Stratocaster Ultra because I feel like it's a great guitar to try a Tweed amp. And this will be the perfect moment for you to go get a great set of headphones, speakers, AirPods, whatever you feel comfortable listening to music, so that we can have a meaningful conversation in the comment section down below. Alright, let's go to my computer. So here we are in Pro Tools, my friend, and as you can see, we have the Woodrow 55 loaded, and it's funny to see that it says Woodrow 55 Instrument Amplifier, not guitar amplifier. I mean, I guess back in the day, an amplifier was for everything you could plug into it, right? Okay, so let's just do a quick little tour. First, you have like a little bypass switch. Then you have an A and B, which we already know what it is. You have different settings, and then you can compare them. Then copy and paste settings. Then we have, let's see, okay, this would be a bypass too.
Pretty cool.
Then you have an input knob. Then you have your presets. Then you have a room, very interesting. Then you have an output knob. Then your amp, and then you have a boost knob that I assume is like a boost pedal in front of the amp in case you want to get gnarly. And then you have a stock version, then a KP3K, and then an EP3. I wish there was like a difference in the interface just for fun, even though like this is maybe just like a tube differences. If you know, let me know in the comments if these are tubes. And that's cool. And then we have a beautiful, what I assume it's maybe like a 67, because if it was 55, it wasn't an 87. And then we have beautiful classic combination of the 51 and the 121. Or would it have been the Fenton or the Fet Tone or whatever it is that Warm Audio is doing right now? Would it be that one they had at that time? I don't know. Let me know in the comments, you that are more savvy. Then we have one with just the 57 and this big cabinet with a 421. Cool, so we have everything. Then I guess we can jump it or bridge it if you want to say it like that. Then of course we have our three little tone, instrument volume, and mic volume, and then an on and off switch. 3 ways to bypass the plugin. And then last but not least, in case you want to make it bigger, I know that's how we do it. I do it right here. But right now for this video, I'm just going to keep it at whatever it was, 100. And then what else do we have here? Okay, you can import presets and all that kind of stuff. I'll let you play with it. Let's hear some noises. Okay, the first thing that I'm going to say is that this is probably the first AMPSIM that they've used a little bit of like a room emulation or like some sort of reverb that I am not really offended by it. The room sounds pretty good. And the breakup is just so nice. I mean, that's a pretty nice tone, way more overdriven than I could have imagined. But now that we already have a little bit of distortion, why don't we try to go to the limit and see what happens if we boost it and bridge it. Wow, It almost sounds like a fuzz, which is exactly what I would have wanted it to sound like, right? Pretty intense. I mean, like, yeah, it sounds really, really nice. Even in this guitar that has like very, very low output, not very low output, but less output than other guitars, it's overdriving it just nice. I mean, it sounds really nice, and I'm in my bridge pickup. Let's see what happens if we go to a neck pickup. We lose a lot of the distortion. Let's see what happens if I bring both my bridge and my neck pickup. Okay, that was pretty fun and all, but whatever. Let's go back to the bridge and hear whatever the differences might be between these three settings. And let's do it on nuke mode so we can hear the actual differences. Very, very different character. In this one, the KP3K is like super, super distorted, right? Sounds so good. It's like a hidden fuzz. What do you think of the amount of distortion that we're getting out of this amp? I think it's pretty intense, but let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And while you're there, remember to like, subscribe, and do all those cool little things that we like to do on YouTube. And enjoy this little bossa nova, my friend. I hope your day keeps getting better and better and better. Right, let's keep making noise. All right, now holding on with these distortions that we have, let's try to check the different cabinets and microphone combinations that they have. Let's see what they got. All right, let's not do that. And back to where we started. I mean, I feel like that microphone is like so conceptual when you pair it with this combination of tubes. But I don't know about you, I'm a little bit tired of hearing so much distortion. Let's try to dial it back and turn the boost all the way off and go back to this. And even let's start toning the instrument volume down and see what happens. I mean, you still have a little bit of breakup. Okay, let's turn the room off for a minute. Definitely has a lot of spank, a lot more than I thought. Let's turn the tone all the way up. Let's go to position 4. I mean, it had its own charm, right? Let's go back to the stock tube and see what happens. Just like I imagine, the differences are so minuscule that in clean, you don't really get to appreciate them, and that's why I did it with the high gain on it. I mean, it sounds so nice and organic. Now let's turn the microphone down all the way and let's turn the input or the instrument volume up. Let's dial it back to 4. Anyway, so far so good. I'm really liking what I'm hearing. Let's add a little bit of microphone.
Maybe a little bit.
I mean, it sounds really, really nice. I mean, it sounds really, really nice, and that's all I can say about it. So let's get a few conclusions. All right, my friends, so there you go. The Woodrow 55 by Universal Audio. I mean, I feel like it's very nice. It sounds good and everything. Was there something that really captivated me about it? Not really, but I want to say that it's very hard when you kind of like try to make that kind of judgment with AMPSIMs and you don't have effects like delays and reverbs, because those kind of things are what actually let you hear the textures that you're working with. When you hear like that prolonged sound, you allow your brain to like process a little bit better the texture that you're getting from the guitar or from the amp itself. And of course, since we're trying to just hear the amp, that's missing. And I feel like it's just simply not fair to just say that it's not special. But yeah, I didn't feel like there was anything in there that maybe that I haven't heard before, or that in my opinion gives me anything that I don't have already. I definitely want to check out the Mixwave one maybe next, because so far everything I've heard from Mixwave, it's really, really top notch, like I said in the beginning of the video. But all right, my friend, that's enough about me. The video is like long enough already, and you that are still here, I want to share something fun with you, and let's just write in the comments tweet to let me know that you're a real one and that you stayed till the very, very end. And while you're there, remember to like, subscribe, and if you can financially support me, smash that super thanks button. I thank you so much. And if you have some more time to watch another video, go watch this one right here. I'll be waiting for you right there, my friend. Thank you and have a great day.